Hi everyone, it's me, Crafty Witch, and welcome back to my channel. So I want to talk about moose magic or moose medicine today and how we can incorporate that into our lives, our practice, if we so choose to. So the moose is the largest member of the deer family. They are huge. I'm fortunate where I live because we have a lot of moose in my province. They are found all over Canada, and from one one end of Canada basically to the other. So you will find moose in the northern hemisphere, of course, and they are also found in Europe and in other places. So they are therefore often associated with the north. They are a huge creature. They're a huge animal, yet they are still very graceful. So if that is something you wanted to tap into, that's definitely an attribute of them. They are also powerful. They have a lot of strength and endurance. If you've ever seen a moose plowing through like 5 feet of snow, packed snow, it is incredible to see. They just plow right through like massive snowbanks, deep snow, and they are fast, and they use their strength, their endurance to go through that. So they are road openers. So you can tap into that. You can tap into the strength, the endurance, of course, and the ability to create a path for yourself when you're facing obstacles. So that is another way you can incorporate moose medicine into your life if you so choose. They also are very regal, majestic animals, and they hold their heads and their massive crown of antlers up high. They are proud, but they are also humble, and they tend to be solitary animals. And every once in a while, usually in the spring, you'll hear them trumpet and or bellow, and that's usually when, during mating season. But other than that, they are fairly quiet animals. People with a lot of moose medicine about them tend to be fairly quiet people. They will speak, and they will speak when they feel that there is something that they really do need to share with people, and that the people they're sharing that message with are worthy and will appreciate whatever it is that this person is sharing. So it could be their wisdom or their past history, or whatever the case might be. They're also a very calm uh, type of folk, so they have a very peaceful, calming energy. It's a very grounded, and they know what to say, when to say it, and who to say it to, and they also know when to be silent. They know when it's of no use to really share their wisdom or their insight with people that maybe aren't willing to hear it, or somebody that's really super judgmental, or whatever. They know, basically, like I said, when to share what they need to share, who to share it with, and they also know when to keep quiet. They have, for being such a big animal, they have this incredible ability to blend in. And if you're driving, and if you've ever encountered a moose, sometimes it's like you don't even see them, and all of a sudden, boom, they're running across the road, and you give yourself a bit of a heart attack kind of thing. So if you want to tap into maybe the ability, the magical ability to kind of like disappear into your surroundings, to kind of camouflage into your surroundings, or maybe even if you want to experiment with shape shifting, that kind of thing, tapping into the spirit of the moose is one of the attributes you can incorporate into your practice. I'm sorry if you heard that scratching. My cats are playing, and I shut the door, and then I could hear them running up to the door and like scratching at the door trying to get in. So Anyway, I got sidetracked there. Just give me a second. Now I feel like I got the giggles. It's so stupid. It's like, when you're trying to be serious and then something stupid happens and yeah, you don't want to. See, you could hear that. I don't know if you can hear them. I can hear them. So anyway, um, what else can I tell you about the moose? I'm sorry. Oh, there. Just hang on. I'm gonna pause. Oh, they broke in. One's in here now. Okay, never mind. Oh, this video is just turning crazy and I can't edit, so this is gonna get uploaded raw. That's just how I do shit. So there you go. Oh my goodness, this is so crazy. Anyway, moose magic too, like with moose, they are a gentle creature, but they can also be very fierce and very protective, and if they feel that they're being threatened, they will fight. But for the most part, they are a very gentle type of animal. They just mind their own business. They don't want to be bothered, and if something kind of gets up in their face, they will charge. They'll also use their hooves as well. And for the most part, they don't have to worry about predators. They might have maybe a bear, or if there's a moose that's sickly or something like that, the wolves might, go after that. But for the most part, they really don't have a lot of predators per se. Most will leave moose alone for the most part. If the moose is like healthy and that kind of thing. If the moose is lame or sickly, then the balance is there in nature, and like usually wolves or bears or something will take care of that. Um, they also, their energies, like moose is extremely comfortable in water, and they can swim and dive into water, and they are equally comfortable on land. So if you want to incorporate the earth element and the water element into your practice with regards to using an animal, moose is often ideal for that. And I mean, they're fantastic swimmers. You wouldn't think to look at them because they're these huge animals, but they really are. And because they are also linked to the water element, you can also tap into them with regards to maybe developing your psychic abilities. So whether it's clairaudience or being clairvoyant or any of the psychic abilities, you can definitely tap into the moose medicine for that as well. What else can I tell you? Sovereignty. So moose is very regal. They're very grand, majestic. They're humble, but they also represent sovereignty as well. So they wear their crown, so to speak, and that is something that if you are, I don't know, maybe you feel or that you're in a position where somebody has kind of trampled over your personal power, your own personal sovereignty, so to speak, you can tap into moose energy and moose, the spirit of the moose, to really help you work through that and to reclaim your own crown and your own sovereignty. I think it's really folks that maybe have gone through different forms of abuse, that kind of thing. Tapping into moose magic is a fabulous way of kind of building up that self-esteem and finding your sovereignty once more. What else? Yeah, I think I covered most of it, I hope. Um, People that have a lot of, like I said, like moose medicine within them, they tend to be solitary type folk. They tend to be fairly quiet. They will speak when they have something to say. Um, they remind me of an old Mushum grandfather who was once the young warrior and has lived through his own battles, lived through his own wars, and now he's this old man, and now he can see the young bucks, so to speak, the young warriors, the younger generation, who are full of, maybe angst, or they want to go and charge forth, and he's the one that gives them that wise counsel, to those that he feels are worthy of hearing what he has to say. So, yeah, that's kind of all I have to say right now on moose magic, moose energy. Those are all different attributes you can definitely tap into, whether it's through meditation, studying the animal more on your own, maybe learning to have an appreciation for it. There's various tools that moose will give to us. So I know that a lot of people do hunt. I come from tribal people, and I'm a vegetarian now, but I wasn't always vegetarian. And I've butchered moose as well, and skin them and all that kind of stuff. I've seen people use their antlers in different forms of tools and ceremonies. You could use the hooves as well. The hides are used. The sinew is used. The meat, of course, is used. Bones are used. The teeth, not necessarily of moose, but elk teeth, which is part of the deer family. I'll do another video on elk. It's similar, but it's different. But anyway, I mean, there's different things you can incorporate into your practice with regards to moose. So it could be a physical tool, it could be a form of meditation, it could be a ceremony, you can maybe leave offerings out, you can do different types of spell work to tap into those qualities that I had mentioned before. There's all different ways you can incorporate the element or the magic or medicine of moose. So anyway, I hope you found this useful, helpful, and I'll see you guys soon.